Playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator on PlayStation and Xbox has been one of the most anticipated things in truck sim gaming recently, and honestly, it's a good thing. Finally, console players are going to have proper truck simulation games to enjoy. Not something watered down, not something rushed, but something that actually feels like the real experience. And in this video, I'm going to share some really interesting developments regarding the release plan for consoles, and I think you are going to love this. Before we go any further, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on our socials. We're also on Discord. The link is in the description, so feel free to join us there. All right, let's talk about it. So here's something very important that I've mentioned before, and I want to say it again because it really matters. SCS does not want to bring a half-finished game to console. They don't want to release a short version or an empty version or something that feels limited. They want to bring a full, comprehensive experience. The kind of game where you can spend hours just driving. Whether you're cruising through America in American Truck Simulator or exploring Europe in Euro Truck Simulator 2, they want it to feel complete. And I like that approach, because honestly, I would rather wait a bit longer and get a proper game than get something early that feels incomplete. Now, let's talk about development. The release plan for console is not just an idea anymore. It's not just something they're thinking about. It is underway. Development is in motion, and that, I can guarantee, we're starting to see clear signs that SCS is actively preparing for console in a very serious way. Not just small hints, but actual decisions being made that show long-term planning. And this is where things start to get really interesting. Now let's talk about the Illinois DLC. At first you might think, okay, it's just another map expansion. But it's actually much more than that. This DLC is not only being developed for PC, it is also being prepared with consoles in mind. And this changes everything. Because the way Illinois is being built is different from how previous DLCs were made. From the start, it has been developed with 3 platforms in mind: PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. That means the assets, the textures, the optimization, everything is being handled differently. Not just for one platform, but for all 3. And I really like this approach because it shows that SCS is not planning to convert the game later. They are building towards console from now. And here's where it gets even more interesting. It's not just the Illinois DLC. Even the Benelux rework project was not made for PC only. PlayStation and Xbox were already in mind during development. So when you look at it properly, this is not random. This is part of a bigger plan. Illinois, Benelux, and likely more upcoming content are all being prepared to fit into the console version of the game. And honestly, I love seeing this kind of planning, because it means when console finally arrives, it's not going to feel empty. Now, let's talk about what this actually means for you as a player. When the game finally releases on console, you are not going to start with nothing. You are not going to wait months and months for content to catch up. Instead, you're going to have access to these DLCs much earlier. Illinois will already be there. Benelux will already be part of that experience. And you'll be able to buy and install them right away. I think that's a big deal, because if you've been playing on PC, you already know how long we sometimes wait for new content or reworks. Console players won't have that same waiting experience at the beginning. And this might actually be one of the best parts. All the rework projects, the ones we've been waiting for on PC, they will already be done for console. So when you buy the base game on console, you won't be driving through outdated areas. You won't have to wait for places like Germany, Austria, Switzerland, or Benelux to be improved. They will already be reworked. The same goes for American Truck Simulator. Arizona, Nevada, California, all those areas that needed updates. They will already be in their improved state, and I think that's honestly amazing, because it means console players will start with a much more modern version of the game. Now, looking at all of this, you can probably understand why this is taking time. This is not a simple port. This is not just taking the PC version and putting it on console. This is a full, carefully planned release. They are building the game in a way that works across multiple platforms while still keeping the quality high, and that's not easy. But in my opinion, it's worth it. SCS has recently expanded their social media presence into new regions, specifically Japan, South Korea, and China. At first, that might not seem like a big deal. Companies expand all the time, right? But when you really think about it, it starts to raise some interesting questions. Why now? Why those regions specifically? And what does that mean for the future of ETS2 and ATS? These are massive markets with huge gaming communities. Expanding into those regions could mean more players, more demand, and potentially more content tailored to those audiences. Could we eventually see Asian map expansions, new truck brands from those regions, or even entirely new simulation projects? Nothing is confirmed yet, but it definitely feels like SCS is positioning itself for something bigger. So when you look at the full picture, the console release is not random. It's not rushed. It's part of a long-term plan. A plan to deliver a complete, enjoyable, and immersive truck simulation experience. And I have to say, I really like where this is going. I would rather wait and get something great than get something early that doesn't feel right. And from what we're seeing right now, SCS is definitely aiming for something great. So yeah, that's the current situation with consoles, and I'm really curious, what do you think about this? Are you excited to play ETS2 or ATS on PlayStation or Xbox? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.